guys, it's been a long time coming, but I'm proud to announce that my hands are finally registered with the International Registry of Lethal Hands. This is the only place where your God-given gifts of danger can get the recognition that they truly deserve. Now you might be thinking, why on earth would anybody need to register their hands as lethal? Let me break it down for you. There are those among us whose hands are so downright dangerous, they need to be documented. Registration is a moral responsibility, and it's a vote for the greater good of humanity. The sole mission of the International Registry for Lethal Hands is to catalog the most formidable hands on the planet. So if you know someone, and you even suspect they possess lethal hands, do not hesitate. Register them immediately. And if you've ever looked at your own hands and thought, damn, these dogs are dangerous, don't settle. Go register. Head over to registeryourhands.com, fill out a simple form, and you're official. Remember, use the promo code Chael to save 20%, or just click on the link below. Chito Vera, what is going on? It's an interesting spot. Chito Vera is fun, and he does a good job with the media. I think you guys enjoyed the build-up to his fight with O'Malley. I think you enjoyed him enough that he even got the fight with O'Malley. I mean, Chito's one of these guys that really had to work his way back in. Don't forget, Chito had fought Sean. Chito beat Sean. Sean goes on to superstardom, largely of which he had even the night that he went into the Chito fight. Chito does not get much of a bounce for that. Sean goes on, main event, world title fights, all the Sean stuff that you've seen, and Chito had to catch him. And that's just not normally done that way, right? Chito beat him. He won the fight. I know there's more to it. I get there's more to it, but I'm just sharing with you. It's not generally done that way, so you could see where Chito would have a chip, but you would also understand why Chito's story is one for review. It's for one to study. How did he do it? And he did it largely because he's great with media. He won you guys over. He had a lot of fun. But coming out of this fight, he's done an equal amount of media about Sean. And it's just one that I would have to observe. I mean, one rule about fighting is you never quit talking. That is one rule. There's another one where you don't shine a spotlight on your deficits. Like, you will see people that are driving around town. They got John McCain for president bumper stickers. And you're kind of going, well, you advertising a defeat. That election's over and he lost. You're advertising a defeat. And it's strange. I mean, in all fairness. So when Chito keeps on bringing attention to the fight, in some ways he's breaking a rule. But he's consistent with another one, which is don't ever quit talking. Not to mention, it's interesting. He does have people thinking, Chito landed a body shot. And he's maintaining that body shot would have stopped the fight. If this would have been a fight to the death, those are Chito's words, he would have won. And I'm not sure how we get to that conclusion, considering the fight landed during time and regulation and it didn't stop the fight. Like, I'm not quite sure how we get there. And so because of the ridiculousness of the statement, am I supposed to believe this is just entertainment and Chito is doing what we call a troll? He's purely trolling. And that's the part that I need to establish that. Right? So again, I want to work through this because Chito's got two big claims. And I can't tell if he's complaining. I can't tell if he wants a review. I can't tell if he feels that he's been cheated. And I only can't tell that because of the body shot claim. Okay, so claim number 2 is that O'Malley was greased. That is illegal. That is against the rules. Now, Chito appeared to give O'Malley a way out, which would make me believe he's not accusing him of cheating. When Chito made the statement that O'Malley was greased and he was too slippery and therefore I, Chito, could not get my hands on him. When he made that statement, he then built in the alibi for Sean, which was his hair. That he had product in his hair. And that product came out and was of oily substance. Now, that would not be cheating. You're allowed to do your hair. I mean, I'm only offering for you. That's where I didn't understand. Like, Chito has not accused Sean of cheating, even though he accused him of greasing, and greasing is illegal. He didn't accuse him of cheating. Are you with me? Are you with me on this? because I do need you to understand that I can't tell what Chito's doing, and I think he's just out having fun. I think he's out trolling. I don't think he's making an excuse. I don't think he's blaming O'Malley. Whereas normally I would. But then Chito had another statement that made me think, okay, he's having fun, because this one is simply fiction, which is Chito had a big body shot. Now, body shots are so painful. Oh my gosh. And they'll hurt you for a while. I mean, you can get hit in the liver and not be able to stand. Guy flips that liver over. I mean, oh my gosh, that can be so debilitating. I'll give you a great example. Bernard Hopkins did that to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is as good of a boxer as we've seen box. He's the Olympic champion. What do you have? 6 world championships. He has so many world championships I can't recall them off the top of my head. Boom. Bernard stopped him. I even remember De La Hoya after the fight, he just said how painful it was. And he said, I have what it takes. Believe me, as a fighter, I have what it takes to push forward. I could not move. Brought me down and froze my body up. And I'm only sharing that with you because that is the ability the body shots have. They are not later. There are shots that are later. There are leg kicks that you'll get that until you cool down, you don't feel. There's things that will happen to you in those fights that you'll never know that happened until you wake up the next morning. You guys ever been sunburned? Like being sunburned, people tell you, and you'll look in the mirror and you'll see you're red, and you'll know you're sunburned, but you don't feel it until you fall asleep. You wake up the next day, oh my gosh, you can hardly move. Like there's a lot of things in fighting that are like that. And I only share this with you because the body shot is not. It is now, right now. You're going to pay for it right now. And Chito landed a beautiful body shot on Sean, but none of those reactions that I just took a moment to explain to you happened. It did not bring Sean down. It did not put a hole in his gas tank. It did not make the car stop running. And it was a beautiful shot. But Chito has gotten confused. The reason that was isolated is there was so few beautiful shots that night done to Sean. So the compliment and the focus on the body shot wasn't to say this was such a great punch. It was to say, for this fight, that was your best punch. Your best punch of the fight is not the same as that was a brutal and devastating shot. And Chito had said that if they were fighting to the death because of that body shot, Sean's family would be making funeral arrangements right now. It's a great line. I mean, that's a powerful and spooky line. Like, I feel like Chito is really interesting right now. I'm having fun with him. But because there's no truth to that, because Sean did not go down, because Sean was not unable to stand, like De La Hoya told us all, because his body did not freeze up and lock up, because Sean did not so much as say, ow, I need a moment, or stop throwing his own punches, because none of those things happened. I believe Chito is kidding, at least to a degree. I believe Chito, much like Sean, who appealed his first loss with the Sugar State Athletic Commission and got a favorable ruling. I believe much like that, Chito is now coming back. The devastating body shot. But I don't remember a time to speak about the body grease, because that is illegal. That is a very big claim. I mean, if Sean is getting ready to go in and fight Merab, who we all know is going to be grappling heavy and needs to get his hands on him and is going to want to get him down. I mean, this is like 1993 all over again with striker versus grappler. Like, if we know that to be true, if Sean is an opponent who's accusing him of greasing, like, this is something that we would need to get to the bottom of right now. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think, in a very entertaining and fun way, I think that Chito is teasing.